Well, my Kentucky Wildcats are stinking up the place, man. Whew. After that really nice competitive Virginia Tech game, which was so much fun to watch. Yeah, it rolls right into this UK Texas A&M game, and man, my Wildcats are so bad tonight, so bad. We have a couple of things that we're going to be breaking tonight. The first one is a case of Revolution basketball, but it is that special Chinese New Year edition, the international version of that. So that's going to be kind of cool. And then after we open a case of that, we will follow with a case of 2017 plates and patches, which just came out yesterday. So I'm kind of excited about that too. Before we start on the basketball, you see up on the screen right now, I'm going to do a random team break for some Prism White Sparkle basketball. You see this just a pack. It's a 3-card pack. You probably think it's crazy that we're doing a random team break for one pack. But guys, first of all, these packs are very limited production run. Secondly, some of the packs are selling for close to $200 for just one pack of cards. And third, if you haven't looked it up, look up the value of what some of these cards are selling for. It is crazy. I mean, the print run on this, there's 20 or less printed for each card. If you happen to hit one of the rookie autographs, they are a 1 of 1 automatically. It's pretty good little thing there. So, Jordan, you want some spots in that, you said? Will you do me a favor and type in, or actually, can you send me a message, Jordan, on eBay so that I'll know what your eBay user ID is, and then we'll go back and forth. Oh, Nick, it says Jordan on there, so I was confused. I was so confused because your YouTube user thing says Jordan. So, all right, cool. Yeah, just shoot me a message on eBay. Tell me how many spots you want. It's $6. It says per team, but per team, per spot, however you want to look at it. When we get all these spots sold, then we'll do the team distribution by way of random.org. So that's how that's going to work. And yeah, so hopefully we're going to get these spots sold in the next day or so. I'd like to break this either tonight, tomorrow night, or Monday night. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and start looking ahead for tonight. I put this up here to remind me to say thank you at the beginning of the break. I always say it at the end of the break, so I'm trying to remind myself to also say it at the beginning. Thank you, guys. I always appreciate you bidding and breaking with me. The other quick little note on there is that my feedback is set to be automated. It's 100% automated, so anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you should get some instantly in return. Then these are our breaks that are coming up listed on eBay for the next 5 days. So we're going to break another case of this Chinese New Year Revolution basketball tomorrow night, along with some other interesting things there. We'll be breaking on Monday night another full case of plates and patches, which is our second break tonight. Once again, lots of memorabilia and boxes from past years and things as well. The other thing to note on Monday night, we're going to break a full case of 2017-18 Prism basketball blasters. You look at that and probably think, why am I breaking blasters? Well, A, it's hard to get Prism in any format these days, but B, each one of those boxes has on average 3 silver Prism cards plus 1 autograph or memorabilia card. So we're talking about 60 silver Prisms and 20 either autograph or memorabilia cards coming out of that case. So to me, I think that is going to be a pretty solid break. So that's why we're doing that. And then the rest of this, as you see, we've got all kinds of things all the way back 2007 up to current year, a bunch of different memorabilia things, and, all of our sports, baseball, football, basketball, you name it. Another case of plates and patches will be on Thursday. That's in addition to the one we'll be breaking on Monday, so on and so forth. So that brings us to our shipping schedule. We don't have anything with free shipping tonight, so we're looking only at our paid shipping breaks. Those are expected to ship on Tuesday, guys. This is Saturday night, so I'm expecting them to ship out on Tuesday, which is the 13th. It is possible some could go a day earlier and get out on Monday. It's always possible that some could fall a day later and not get out until Wednesday. I'm expecting, though, that it will go out on Tuesday. So first up tonight is our Panini Revolution Chinese New Year edition. And that is 8 boxes. Following this, if you are here for Plates and Patches football, it will be after we do this Revolution. I'd say this is probably maybe 30-minute break, something like that. 30, 35, somewhere in that neighborhood. And of course, this ended tonight, the 10th of February, and live streaming it tonight as well. And our typical format where you see our team names on the left and winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. And guys, the interesting thing about this, and I'm going to figure it out with you as we open it, each one of these packs has that special parallel in it that is called Chinese New Year Red. And this is an international product, has been available only to international distributors up until, I guess, this week. And I got a call at the end of last week with somebody that I buy from a lot asking me if I would want any, if he could get it. And I said, yeah, you know, because I looked up what some of the prices were bringing for these cards in that Chinese New Year Red parallel, and it was really good pricing. I mean, selling prices. So I said, yeah, you know, let's go for it. And so we got a couple of cases of this in. And this is my first chance of getting into it right alongside you. But from the literature that he sent me, there should be one of those per pack. One of those red, special Chinese Red New Year parallels per pack. There are 12 packs per box, 5 cards per pack. So 60 cards per box. And 12 of those special parallels at 1 per pack. And Nick, I do see on there that you typed in you want 5 teams in the white sparkle break. Awesome, man. I will pencil you in for 5 spots. If you would, though, still just shoot me a little note over there in eBay messages just to serve as a reminder for me to update the spreadsheet. And I forgot to change the focus. You guys know I always take this off of autofocus. So it does change what you see in the background is a little bit out of focus as a result, but it won't, we'll be able to see our cards all up nice and close. And if you haven't yet looked up the prices, the selling prices for some of these in that special parallel, you should take a minute and look it up, because some of them are pretty impressive, in my opinion anyway. And yeah, while you're in there, look up the results for some of the white sparkle that I'm telling you about. I mean, if there are 30 rookies in there that have autographs randomly inserted in that white sparkle, each one is a 1 of 1. There haven't been a lot of them hit eBay yet, but there were a couple, and they were priced in the thousands of dollars. Yeah, not the hundreds, the thousands. Even just the white sparkle cards themselves, bringing a lot of money in with the right player, and even a pretty good amount of money with the common players, actually. All right, so of course, we're going to have several that are the regular. This is what the parallel looks like. Let me get some sleeves laying out on the table so I don't have to dig them out of this little pack every time. So this is our Chinese New Year Red parallel. That is just such a mouthful. You see they all have the cracked ice pattern on them, and of course the red color. So there is our first one out. It's for the Hawks with Ilyasova. And then along the way, we should also be finding some rookie cards, which here is one. There is Harry Giles. And again, our rookies with the cracked ice parallel there for the Kings. Or at least that rookie was. There's a TJ Leaf. Tyson Chandler. So we've had Ilyasova and Harry Giles and Tyson Chandler come out so far. Should just set those separate. I'm talking about, again, of course, in our special parallel. This one's Steph Curry for the Warriors. Josh Hart's been coming on a little bit for the Lakers. I just saw his rookie go by. He's been playing better. Here's Nikolai for the Nuggets. Nice little Lauri Markkanen. Yeah, JJ Joy, I agree. I like the look of these cards, and of course I like the fact that there's a parallel in every pack, and since they have been international only, there's not tons of these floating around, and they really, price-wise, hold up quite well. This one for the Kings with Justin Jackson. And even some that aren't necessarily in the parallel are still doing okay price-wise. But I was pretty pleased. I mean, when he offered me the chance to buy into it, I hadn't really researched it a whole lot. I just did a quick little glance at it, and I liked what I saw as well. So that's why I decided to take the leap. There's Boogie Cousins for the Pelicans, was our parallel out of that pack. Yeah. Isaiah Thomas, that'll probably be what, like the only card he has in the Cavs uniform, because pretty much he just walked in the door and turned around and walked back out. He's gone again. Over at the Lakers now. John Collins with the Hawks. But you know, I'm kind of always up for a nice little adventure with cards. If I get offered something that I think looks cool, I'm pretty much always going to get it. Dwayne Wade for the Cavs, another one that blink and they're gone. Oh boy, now I got to think about this. Somebody told me how to pronounce this and I had it down and now I have forgotten it. Oh man. I had it down too. It was Ojale. Is that right? Was it Ojale? Something similar to that anyway. For a while, I retained how to say his name. DeMar DeRozan for the Raptors. There's a nice little De'Aaron Fox, just the rookie not in the parallel, but still. A Ben Simmons. Oh, there's some money. There's a little money. Dennis Smith Jr. for the Mavericks. And our special Chinese New Year red parallel, Red Revolution parallel. I mean, it's just so much to say. They could have named it something shorter. I think we would have all been okay with that. And then Marc Gasol. All right, so there is box number 1 in the books here. Jason, I have not done football yet. Revolution Basketball was up first tonight, and then Plates and Patches Football comes after this. So I'm guessing that this break is probably, I mean, this is the first time I've broken this, so I'm guessing probably a 30-minute break, something like that. And we've done 1 box, so, you know, I'd say you got 25 minutes or so anyway, Jason, would be my guess. You know, that's give or take 5 or 10 minutes, I guess. Yeah, I usually break them in the order that they end on eBay. So if you ever, I know it's kind of hard to like figure that out unless you start at the early part of the night and just look at like all of my items and see how they end. But they're also, when I put that spreadsheet up that shows like what's coming up for the days ahead, it is usually listed in the same order that I'm going to break in. So anytime you want to know, you can always, like right at the beginning, I put that up, and I usually try to remember to put it up a few times throughout as we go in between breaks as well. So, because I usually try to keep that in order so I can keep myself on track too. Kyle Lowry for the Raptors. D'Angelo Russell in his Brooklyn Nets uniform. There's going to be lots of former Lakers floating around now after more of them got traded this week. I still cannot believe, I mean, they just completely cleaned house up there in Cleveland. I mean, I was maybe expecting a little noise up there, but nothing like what they did. There's a nice Lauri Markkanen for the Bulls in our Chinese New Year red parallel. Followed by an Andrew Wiggins for the T-Wolves. It's a nice looking card. The color combination on that one's particularly nice. Melo for the Thunder, who oddly enough have not maybe gelled quite as well as we thought they were going to. JJ Joy, there are, as far as I know, there are no autographs in this product in the international version. As far as I know, the chase in here are these. This is Jonathan Isaac for the Magic. All of the product information is always down at the bottom of the description. Anytime, at least in my listings, I always cut and paste all the product information that I've been given or that I can find online. And to the best of my knowledge, there's no autographs in this. The chase is literally all the inserts, which is really almost the case even with Domestic Revolution. I think they have a few per case, but there's not even a per box in USA Revolution. Sindarius Thornwell for the Clippers. Nice little Bam Adebayo rookie. He's been coming on pretty well also. Klay Thompson for the Warriors. Yeah, I don't know if there even is a checklist for this, JJ Joy. I mean, I guess maybe somewhere, but since it has been, I mean, it was for international distributors only. And for whatever reason, somehow, I guess, domestically, we've gotten our hands on some, obviously, but it had been only for international people. So I don't know if there is a checklist. I mean, maybe, but I'm not sure. That was a Kuzma rookie. A base one, not a parallel one. Paul Millsap. I mean, I guess there probably is somewhere, but I don't know what it would really... I don't know. What would it... Who would have it? I guess maybe Panini has it on their website. I didn't even think to look and see if they did. Sterling Brown for the Bucks. But I really do like the look of the cards a lot. They're nice, very nice looking cards. Dennis Schroeder for the Hawks. And definitely, you know, the rookies hold some decent value, too, in their parallels. I think some of the veterans do as well. Yeah, that may be part of the reason why it's less, but I think it's also a smaller case than the US version. You know, there's 8 boxes in this, and I think the USA version had a higher box count per case. I didn't break the USA version because, I don't know, I just didn't. Breaking other stuff, I guess, but this has... trying to think how many the USA version had. It definitely was not 1 autograph per box. It was a handful per case. But again, I'm just almost certain the case size was larger in the USA than in the international. Oh yeah, the cards are definitely nice looking, for sure. And of course, you know, to me, the important part is the value wherever it is derived. You know, some sets, Prism, for example, you're probably going to do better with a plain silver Prism in terms of value, resale value, money, collectability, etc., than you even do with an autograph card in Prism in many cases. And I think this is very similar. You know, there's just some sets where the autographs are not the chase. This is an example of that. Kyrie Irving for the Celtics. And you know, a lot of Topps products are that way. There's another Dennis Smith Jr. Mavericks are doing A-OK with their second Dennis Smith Jr. In the parallel. There's a nice little Donovan Mitchell, just base rookie. But yeah, they have, you know, Topps has a ton of products where, honestly, you get better value out of their short prints and out of some of their parallels than you do out of their autograph stuff. Jrue Holiday for the Pelicans. So it's all relative, I guess. Let's go ahead and take, oh, yeah, there's a Jason Tatum. It's the base rookie. It's not the parallel, but still probably got a little shine to it. I haven't compared it to the USA version, but I'm guessing probably the image on it is different. Somebody will have to tell me that for sure if anybody knows. There is Nick Kalina for the Knicks in the parallel. CJ McCollum. I need to open another pack of sleeves. I didn't set quite enough out on the table here. There's a Markelle Fultz. It's just the base rookie. LeBron James. There's a man who is still with the Cavaliers. For how long, we don't know. But for now, he's there. And Gortat is our parallel for the Wizards. John Collins. I'm just going to set those up there. We'll put them all in a sleeve at once. That might expedite things a little. The Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. Nicholas Batum. Wayne Selden Jr. for the Grizzlies. Paul George. And there's a little Lonzo base rookie. So anybody that happened to break Domestic Revolution, the USA version, are the images different that they're using on this international version? Does anybody know if they are or not? Since I didn't break the domestic version, I am not sure about that one way or the other. I'm going to break these up into slightly smaller piles. And once again, for anybody who might be joining late, Plates and Patches football will be after we do Revolution. I had estimated that Revolution was probably a 30-minute break. It might be closer to a 40-minute break. We didn't start right at... We started the broadcast right at 10, but we didn't start the break right at 10. But either way, I'd say we've probably at least got another 20 minutes to go. They don't look different? Okay. All right. I was curious about that. Yeah, I mean, the regular USA version of Revolution, of course, it came out a bit back. And these just hit the USA anyway this past week. Just a couple days ago they came. Now, internationally, I think they've been out. I think it probably was released internationally about the same time it was released here domestically, just with this different configuration. Rudy Gobert for the Jazz. Terrence Ferguson for the Thunder. Derrick Rose, also gone for the Cavs, but he was a Cav on that card. Robin Lopez for the Bulls. Giannis, the Greek Freak, for the Bucks. Wesley Iwundu for the Magic. Rodney Hood for the Jazz. I don't know if any of you guys ever watch, some of the viral videos and things that are out there. But, of course, there was the fun one with the girl coming out of anesthetic, having her wisdom teeth pulled right before the Super Bowl, going on about the Eagles. And that was a classic. I mean, that one was just so awesome. Then there was one just yesterday. Was it yesterday or today? A guy coming out from anesthetic and was all upset about the fact that the Jazz had traded Rodney Hood and that one of the players they got in return was Derrick Rose, of course. And the guy is just like practically in tears talking about how bad Derrick Rose sucks. And he's like, in 2012 he was good. I mean, it's hilarious. This is Frank Mason for the Kings. Another De'Aaron Fox base rookie. Dion Waiters for the Heat. So if you haven't seen that video, you should look it up. There is Harrison Barnes for the Mavericks. Because it's pretty funny. He's so upset by the trade. Jarrett Allen for the Nets. And Jarrett Allen is starting to make some of the top 10 Rookies of the Year lists going into this week. And there was a Tony Parker for the Spurs. So yeah, Jarrett Allen looks like he might be coming on a little bit as well. So we've got yet another rookie kind of moving up the ranks as we get into the season. Well, yeah, of course, Derrick Rose, a tremendous player, a great player. But, I mean, the anesthetic guy had a point. He obviously was much better then than he is now. And the guy was just devastated that Rodney Hood was gone and what they got in return. And this, I guess you don't know who it was on the other side, but you would assume like his wife or I guess his girlfriend or whatever. And she's trying to console him, well, Jay Crowder's pretty good. And he's like crying, well, I guess, but, like the Celtics didn't want him or something like that. I didn't say it quite like that, but just the whole thing about Derrick Rose sucks and he's in tears. It's just great. You should watch it. But I think the Philadelphia Eagles girl with the wisdom teeth coming out was one of my favorites. I mean, she was just hilarious. But she wakes up thinking first that she's missed the Super Bowl. And I mean, it's her mom that was filming her. She's a college-age girl. And it was just awesome. And, of course, she ended up getting Super Bowl tickets out of that. The Eagles sent her Super Bowl tickets. So, worked out for everybody in that sense. Frank Jackson for NOLA. Russell Westbrook for the Thunder. Paul Gasol for the Spurs. Justin Jackson for the Kings. Goran Dragic for the Heat. Kent Bazemore for the Hawks. Yeah, they... Kings cut, what's his head? I never could say that guy's name right. Papagiannis or Papa something or another. Yeah, so they cut him loose, of course, in part of that big trade whirlwind a couple days ago. I was a little surprised. I mean, he was kind of a high draft pick to just kind of cut loose and say see ya and give up on, especially at his age. I mean, it's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, I agree. The Jazz, the Jazz have got the pieces in place. There's Kevin Durant for the Warriors, especially with your little rookie. I mean, Donovan Mitchell has been great for them. Harry Giles for the Kings, and for sure, I would say that Rudy Gobert is he's definitely, I would say, underrated. Victor Oladipo for the Pacers. Zach Randolph for the Kings. Oh, there's a Malik Monk base rookie. Some of that, you know, is just the small market teams, or what are called small market teams. Willie Cauley-Stein for the Kings. I think just often don't get as much attention in general. Dylan Brooks for the Grizzlies. So that might be, you know, part of it. And then the other part of it is, if you don't have a tendency to make a lot of deep playoff runs, I think a lot of times teams get kind of overlooked. Or especially certain players, because every team has players that are probably better than they get credit for, you know? And every team probably, conversely, has players that get more credit than they should. Well, yes, exactly like your Charlotte Hornets. Exactly. I mean, they're, again, one that the NBA would call a small market team. And, you know, of course, you got Kemba Walker. I was glad they didn't trade him. When they were kind of making noises like they wanted to trade him, I was really kind of offended by that, I have to say. I mean, and the Hornets aren't even my team, but I'm like, come on, man. Kemba is the face of the franchise, and I mean, maybe he didn't turn into LeBron James, but he is still an excellent player, contributes at a high level, you know, good for the team, face of the franchise, upstanding guy. I was really, frankly, very unhappy when they were saying that he was on the blocks, and I'm glad they didn't end up trading him. But you just never know. I mean, it's a business, and it's definitely can be cutthroat. If you're a player, man, they'll just ship you off. It's kind of like, you know, the fans, we expect loyalty from the players when they hit free agency, but the teams don't always show the players any loyalty. Kyrie Irving for the Celtics. They did in this case, though. I mean, Kemba said he didn't want to be traded. There's another LeBron. Nicholas Batum. Luke Kennard for the Pistons. Drew Holiday for NOLA. CJ McCollum for the Blazers. So we're not seeing a tremendous amount of our high-profile rookies going by, even with their base cards, really. Bogdanovic for the Kings. There's another De'Aaron Fox base rookie. Paul George. I mean, I guess there's one per pack, but I'm just saying in general as to which one it is. There's Malik Monk in our parallel, for speaking of the Hornets. Gortat for the Wizards. That is Thomas Bryant for the Lakers. The Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. Did you see that Thibodeau got a technical? Was it last night? Night before last? He was yelling at Karl Anthony. He was yelling at his own player, and the ref teed him up. I'm like, what in the world was that about? I don't know if the ref thought that Tibbs was yelling at him, or if he just didn't want to hear him yelling at Karl Anthony or what. But yes, buddy teed him up for yelling at his own player. I mean, and Karl's like trying to run after the ref. You go, and he was, you know, yelling at me. He was yelling at me. Did not matter, buddy. Teed him up. All right, so this is box 7 of 8, and of course, after we look through all 8 of these boxes, so this one and one more, we will recap all of our parallel hits, which again is one per pack. So there'll be a fair amount of them to look through. Oh, you saw what I was talking about, JJ Joy. So the ref thought he was yelling at him. Okay. I was just like, I could not believe that. I had the volume down, right? And I see like all this commotion. So then I'm trying to turn it up and figure out exactly what's going on. And I was just like, oh no, he teed him up for yelling at his own player. That is not something you see happen every day. Jordan Bell for the Golden State Warriors. It's a nice one. Andre Drummond, Pistons. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope for the Lakers. Hey, there's some more money. There's Lonzo. We won't even wait and put him in the sleeve at the end. We'll go ahead and put him in one right now, just to make sure. Those are the ones we already, are these the ones we already looked through, right? Let's just, yeah, okay. Just want to make sure, because I set them down and then I wasn't sure. Aaron Gordon, Magic. Chandler Parsons. And there was a Dennis Smith Jr. base rookie. Oh, see, right as you said no Lonzo, JJ Joy, there he came. You, like, conjured him up, I think. How about that? Miles Turner for the Pacers. Ben Simmons for the Sixers. Nice one. Markelle Fultz for the Sixers. Another nice one. Now we're starting to... Now we're rolling a little bit here in this next to last box. Oh boy, you know I can't say his name. Vucevic? Something like that for the Magic. Probably like wasn't even close, but this is why I'm not an announcer. Jabari Parker for the Bucks. And Zizic. All right, let's get those in a little sleeve. And then we have one box left to go. Rob, Plates and Patches is right after this. So we are probably, you know, take us 3 or 4 minutes or so to look through this box. And then probably 2 or 3 minutes to recap it. So to recap the whole break, I mean. I would say maybe 7, 8 minutes, something like that. That's my best guess anyway. Oh, Nicholas, you didn't win. Oh, you didn't win any bids on Plates and Patches tonight? I'm sorry, man. You know what, though? We're breaking it again on Monday. And then again on Thursday. And then we'll still break some more after that, too. So, you guys know, though, that I love Plates and Patches. I mean, you know that I do. So, I have a few cases of it on hand here. So... I'm bad about that. I'm guilty of buying more of things I like and less of things I don't like personally. I mean, I know I really shouldn't do that. I should kind of probably buy it all equally if it looks like a good product, but I don't know. I do tend to gravitate towards things that I know that I like, I buy more of, and that's the case with Plates and Patches. So. Oh, Nicholas, you tried 4 different breaks and you didn't get in any of them tonight. I'm sorry. I think I must not be the only one that is liking Plates and Patches. And they reconfigured it a little bit this year, so that probably helps some too. This year there's 1 base card per box, 1 numbered insert, 1 printing plate, 1 memorabilia, and 1 autograph card. So 5 cards per box this year. And then 1 autographed printing plate per case. And the rest of the printing plates, you know, will be 1 of 1, but won't be autographed. Tyler Lydon for the Nuggets. Miles Turner, Pacers. They also made the memorabilia swatches bigger this year, I think. There's a second Ben Simmons. All right, now you are rolling, Sixers. Dwayne Bacon for the Hornets. There is a Lonzo just base rookie. I set him over there so I can put him in the sleeve a little bit later. There went Jeff Teague. and Zach LaVine. Actually, let's just put him in one now. You don't have to worry about it. And there's the guy whose name I butchered a minute ago, Vucevic or something similar to that for the Magic. Jabari Parker for the Bucks. There's another Jason Tatum, just base rookie. Oops, my screen's trying to go to sleep on me there. Who is that? Oh, Josh Hart. I had to take a second look at that one. TJ Leaf. Ryan Anderson. Kristaps had a bad turn of events this week, unfortunately, going down with that ACL tear. You feel bad for the big guy, too. I mean, he was kind of coming into his own, and he goes down with the ACL. Seems like there have been more injuries than normal this year. There probably have not been. It's probably been the same amount as normal, but it seems like there have been more. In all the sports, not just basketball. Very injury-prone kind of year, it seems. Does anybody know the final of the game where I'm sure my Wildcats were slaughtered? They were absolutely stinking up the joint the last I looked, and there was pretty much no hope. So I'm quite sure we got thumped rather soundly. I just wondered what the final score was, if anybody knows. Okay, guys, these are our parallels. They're all cracked ice. They're all the Chinese New Year Red is what this insert is called. Chinese New Year Red Revolution cracked ice. So here we go. That's what everything that is in this stack is, one of those inserts. And of course, some of these, I think some of the Jason Tatums and those Lonzos and those kind of guys, have been going up over $100, I think, for this version. At least the last I looked, they were bringing those kind of prices. I expect they probably still are. We've got more to go, of course. You see all these. We got to look through all these that are stacked there, so there's a lot of them. But interestingly, yeah, our rookies still, like the high-profile hot rookies, are still kind of in short supply in here, in this insert. I mean, we did hit 2 of Dennis Smith Jr. We hit Markelle, but did we hit a Tatum in this? I don't remember hitting a Jason Tatum in this. I don't think we hit Donovan Mitchell in the parallel, did we? That I remember. So yeah, even though it is 1 per pack, it's still harder than you think, right? I mean, to pull all the ones you want, which is, I guess, why they still bring good money, because they're not just overflowing. Yeah, there went Markelle. And once again, guys, if anybody wants to join in that white sparkle, that Prism white sparkle break, that's going to be done directly. So if you're interested in it, shoot me a message over on eBay. I know we've got 5 spots sold for sure, but of course we got to fill up all 30. And as soon as we fill it, we'll break it. So I'm hoping that maybe, tomorrow night, if not tomorrow night, Monday night, that this will be full and we can break it. So, again, that's the deal with it. It's $6 per team. It is it'll be random teams. We'll break it when it fills. As you can see, very limited print run, 20 or less for each card. If we do happen to get lucky and pull an autograph, all of those are 1 of 1, and some of those are selling for several $1,000s. And then once again, there's just a quick little reminder to me as well to say it more than once per break. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you very much. Really, I do appreciate you bidding with me and breaking with me and keeping me company and chat and all of that jazz. quick look at what we have in the days ahead. And once again, this is generally the order that we'll break in. So tomorrow night, we've got all kinds of things. Some memorabilia, some more Chinese New Year edition Revolution, a whole nother case of that. 2014 football joining the party. We'll be doing another full case of plates and patches again on Monday night. And of course, our full case of Prism Blasters, which should have on average 60 silver prisms, and we should have 1 auto or memorabilia per box, so 20 hits in that regard, according to the info that they gave me anyway. And this is kind of what we're looking like in the days ahead. All of that stuff is already up on eBay. Of course, whoops, sorry, that was my fault. The White Sparkle, of course, is different. The White Sparkle is being done directly. Oh, what did I do? Now we've got some kind of weird split screen. Hang on one second. I know that's going to go black for a second. That's not, I did that on purpose because I'm trying to fix back what I messed up. There we go. Shipping, once again, I'm expecting on plates and patches, which is coming up next. I'm expecting that, as well as Revolution that we just broke, will most likely ship out on Tuesday. There's always the possibility it could go a day earlier. There's always a possibility it could go a day later, but Tuesday is my best estimate. And then this brings us up to 2017 Plates and Patches football. Oh, what are you saying there, Nick? Ask about White Sparkle again. You want to see that part of the spreadsheet again? All right, I can throw that up there, guys. So yeah, this is gonna none of these spots are listed on eBay. This will all be sold here in chat via YouTube, or you can send me a message on eBay through eBay messages. Either way, I will send you a PayPal money request for any spots that you want to buy, because this is not being listed on eBay. And it is, it's Prism's 2017-18 Prism White Sparkle Basketball. It is 1 pack. It's a 3-card pack. You can look it up on eBay. There's all kinds of completed listings for it. You can get an idea of what the prices are, both if you were just trying to buy the pack, which have been selling anywhere from $150 to $200 for the pack, as well as what some of the individual cards sell for. So there is that info again. All right, guys, so this brings us back where we were a second ago, which is a full case, 12 boxes, 2017 Plates and Patches football. This is break number 1 for this because it just came out yesterday. This ended tonight, the 10th, and of course we're breaking it right now, the 10th as well. And you probably heard me say a minute ago what the configuration of this is, but it's going to be 5 cards per box. And in those 5 cards, 1 will be a base card, 1 will be a numbered insert, 1 will be a 1-of-1 printing plate, then there'll be a memorabilia card and an autograph card. The autograph card will either be an RPA or an active, veteran type player, an active player, or a retired Hall of Fame type player. So that's the configuration. Somewhere in here, one of our printing plates that we pull should be autographed, because that's a case hit. There's supposed to be 1 autograph printing plate per case. So we should find one of those as well. So we'll break several, we'll break a few cases of this. And then after we do several cases of it, we'll probably do some single boxes for a while too later on in the year after we break through a bunch of cases. Oh, eFly ND says he has already gotten some nice hits from Plates and Patches. Good. I tried to get into a couple of those breaks last night. I didn't break anything myself for you guys last night, so I tried to get in a couple of Plates and Patches breaks, and I did not successfully win my team. I got outbid. So I didn't get in any. I was kind of bummed because, I love Plates and Patches, so I was hoping to get lucky and get in one, but I'm sure I will somewhere along the way. That's all smashed up. Hopefully the cards are all right, but the pack itself was a little smashed up inside there. But yeah, plates and patches is always fun. Of course, you guys know I go back and break some of the older stuff, so I break 2010 plates and patches fairly often. And then we've got, I just got in a little bit of 2011, which I haven't had in a while, so there's some 2011 up as well. The thing I liked about 2010 in particular is they had that encased card. You know, the one on the top was always a rookie card that was in a one-touch. Oh, Don Scott is saying, who's my team that I like to bid on for myself is always the Steelers. Here's another pack. The pack's all smashed up, but let's assume the cards, let's hope the cards are all right. No, I'm a Steelers fan as far as, you know, who I root for on Sundays. It's the Steelers. Although there are other teams that I like as well. Usually if they have UK players on them, ex-UK players. That's where I went to school. So like the Packers have Randall Cobb. So, you know, I always want Randall to do well. So I kind of root for the Packers some. And then one of my really, really good friends, her cousin plays for the Vikings. So I root for the Vikings some. I mean, you know. But for the most part, I am black and gold. And pretty much I don't care who we're playing. I'm always going to be for the Steelers no matter who we're playing. But if, you know, the Steelers aren't playing, I got room for a few little others. Okay, so first out we have Doug Williams to 75. That's for the Buccaneers. I should have brought our base card forward first, and I didn't. And this is for the 49ers. It is numbered to 10. And these look to be really in pretty good shape this year. You know, last year, some of our base cards came out with a lot of chipping and kind of dings and things on our corners and whatnot. We look to be in pretty good shape so far this year. Our first printing plate is Tyrod Taylor, 1 of 1, and it is out of 2017 Elite Football. And it looks like we have a nice big patch here for Mike Williams and the Chargers. That is numbered to 25, and I need to get some thick card sleeves out as well. That is really a nice looking patch, guys. 4 colors, big piece of material. Very, very nice. Oh, Don Scott says he had some nice Steelers items the last couple of weeks. A Le'Veon Bell, Franco Harris, full-size helmets. Wow. And a Brown and a Bell jersey, too. Dang, man. You're cleaning up on my Steelers. Upper echelon for the Kansas City Chiefs, who are happy right out of the bag with a nice Kareem Hunt, numbered to 99. Of course, that's on card, and that's a really nice hit for the Chiefs to get things started. I think I'll just set as 3 separate piles. We'll do a printing plate pile, a memorabilia pile, and then a signature pile. And that way we can recap them accordingly. This is Mark Gastineau to 25 for the Jets. Blast from the past there. That is followed by Solomon Thomas to 75 for the 49ers. Oh, do you have the Chiefs tonight, Don? Was that your Kareem Hunt? Because that's pretty sweet if it was, man. That's a nice way to start things off. Arizona Cardinals with a 1 of 1 printing plate for Patrick Peterson. Oh, sorry, that is out of, what is that out of? 2017 Panini Football. Mr. Jameis Winston. And Jameis is numbered 250. I had to look for that one. And that, again, is a super sweet patch, in my opinion. That's just really nice material on there. I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh, yeah, G-Max, you're in here tonight. I just couldn't remember what team you had. You know me. I am terrible with remembering who has what team, even though I put the spreadsheet up there. I'm terrible about retaining it. Let's just be honest. This is Joe Williams to 99 for the 49ers. That one is a sticker auto and a 2-color patch for the Niners. Numbered 210, how about little Phil Simms for the Giants? That is followed by Jason Taylor to 75 for the Dolphins. Our printing plate is Jordan Reed, Redskins, magenta plate 1 of 1 from Certified Cuts. Chargers are going to have another nice patch here, Joey Bosa. Oh, that is really, I think I like this better even than your other patch. It's smaller, but it's just cool. I really like that. And it is numbered to 10, so Chargers with a couple of very nice memorabilia pulls so far. Now we're going to roll on over here to the Colts and have a little love for Marlon Mack. That is a sticker auto and a quad material. And each one of your material swatches are pretty nice on that. Maybe a little bit of dings, you know, around the edges down there, but nothing too dramatic. And this is numbered to 25. It is 13 of 25 on the Marlon Mack. That is numbered to 50, Don Maynard for the Jets. This is to 99, David Johnson. Our printing plate has two teams on it, so we'll have to deal with this one in random in a little bit. We have Jerry Rice with the Niners, Deion Sanders with the Cowboys. This is out of Classics Football. And while I'm thinking about it, guys, I'm sure most of you know this, but in case someone doesn't, most of those printing plates are going to have scratches and marks and things on them because they really were used to print the cards. So those don't come out like pristine. They're all going to have marks on them, just by the way. And the Chargers just keep racking up the patches. Here is another nice one, Keenan Allen to 50. So the Chargers seem to have the cornered the market here on the patches anyway. Redemption. We're going to set it aside and leave you in suspense for a minute. We'll flip it over at the end. I know that's kind of evil, but yet that's what we're going to do. This is Ray Lewis to 25 for the Ravens. Our base is Robert Kelly to 99 for the Redskins. Our printing plate, a little Doug Martin for the Bucks. 1 of 1 out of Gold Standard. I love Gold Standard. Tennessee Titans are going to get in on the action here. Rookie quad materials for Corey Davis, numbered to 50. Oops, that is not going to be the right sleeve. And once again, of course, really nice cuts of material. They do a very good job in plates and patches with that, I think. This year's even better than last. Kenny G, Mr. Kenny Golladay for the Lions, numbered to 99. Big 3-color swatch of material and a sticker autograph on that one. Well, we're getting here. Steve Young to 50 for the Buccaneers. Our base card is Cooper Rush for the Cowboys, numbered to 75. Printing plate is LaShawn McCoy, Buffalo Bills, out of Phoenix Football. Man, here come the Chargers again. I mean, that is just getting to be kind of crazy. This is another nice full coverage Mike Williams. This is number 1 of 10. And wasn't one of our others Mike Williams? And wasn't it also really low, like to 10? No, it was to 25. Okay. I was going to say, if you had 2 of the 10, I was going to just lose my mind. But you have 1 to 10 and 1 to 25, which is still pretty exceptional. And that's a very nice looking card for the Chargers. This is numbered to 25, and it's a good one. That is Andre Reed. I'm looking down here. I don't know how well you can see that, but there is a little chipping down there in that lower left corner. That is the kind of the little white that you see down there is just a little bit off the edge. But that's still a really cool hit there with the Andre Reed on-card auto marquee marks numbered to 25 for the Bills. Don types in, this case sponsored to you by the Chargers. It does feel that way, doesn't it? And I forget to say this sometimes, guys, but if you're watching this live and you cannot see chat and you're not able to figure out who I'm talking with and what they're saying to me, I think you have to be logged into YouTube. And once you're logged in, you should be able to see chat. There is Terrell Pryor to 50 for the Redskins, followed by Charles Haley to 75 for the Cowboys. Our printing plate is Quentin Spain for the Tennessee Titans out of Unparalleled. I see a Packer on the horizon. Rookie quad materials, Jamal Williams, numbered 250. And once again, a nice variety of patches there. Everything two-color. No boring patches in that one. Oh, boy. Matt Ryan for the Falcons. Oh, Falcons. Nick, is this you? Do you have the Falcons tonight, man? I hope you do. I know how you love your Falcons. And this is Matt Ryan to 15 on-card auto. Brother, I hope you have them tonight. I bet you do. I hope you do, because that is pretty sweet. You don't pull Matt Ryan very often. You do? Yay! I'm so glad. I'm so happy that you have that. I know you love your Falcons. This is numbered to 50, DeMarco Murray for the Titans. Zach Miller to 99 for the Bears. Our printing plates for the Cowboys, Ryan Sweetser. That is out of Donruss football. Vikings, Dalvin Cook, rookie quad materials. This is numbered to 75, and this is our first rookie quad that has some football with it. So you have two pieces of the football, 2 pieces of fabric, and I believe, I guess that's just a single color. But down here you've got both the purple and the white. And overall, that's pretty nice looking card too for the Vikes. Browns are going to hit with Deshaun Kaiser, numbered to 25, big 2-color patch, and a sticker auto. Nice hit for the Browns. This is 250, Otto Graham. I don't know who Otto Graham is, okay? This obviously a throwback player, or whatever you want to call him, Hall of Famer, veteran, retired, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know this guy, but it's Otto Graham for the Browns to 50. We're going to assume he's probably good, or they wouldn't have put him in here. Amir Abdullah to 99 for the Lions. Our printing plate, Kansas City Chiefs, Tyreek Hill out of Donruss football. Jaguars are coming up next. It's going to be a full coverage patch. Dede Westbrook, numbered to 25. That is the wrong sleeve. Let's try that again. So I really like that they've increased the size of the patches this year. I mean, that's just nice. It's 4 colors. It's a good size piece of material. It's a nice looking card. Low number. I'm a fan. Kansas City Chiefs, Kareem Hunt again. Kansas City Chiefs are killing it. They started out with a Kareem Hunt, and now they have this beautiful card. Numbered to 25. Sticker auto. All 4 patches are awesome. That is part of like the AFC logo, I think. The rest of this, you've either got part of a letter or a number. I mean, that's just a really nice looking card. And then your sticker auto in the middle of it. So the Kansas City Chiefs having themselves a nice break. Whoops, I left one. Guess we better take a look at that too. Latavius Murray to 50 for the Vikings. I got all excited by that nice Kareem Hunt card. I forgot to look at Latavius Murray. Don is asking, are the plates of any value? You know, it depends on the player and the series and all that kind of stuff, like most of these things do. It can vary. But they are one of ones, so there's that. And certainly some players have more value than others. So some of them, yes, and some of them not as much. But they're all one of ones, so I like them for that reason. And probably before it was that you got one in every single box like you do with this, some of the plates may have been worth a little more than they are now. But this is to 25 for the Jets. But it still just depends. There's a lot of factors, but some of them can be, yes. This is to 75, Gerald Everett for the Rams. This plate is Noah Brown for the Cowboys, Donruss Football. Oh, the Bears are about to be happy. Because you have a little Trubisky and Howard. And that is pretty. Numbered to 25, and it's so cool. So cool. Jordan Howard and Trubisky for the Bears. Two beautiful patches. Nice low number. This should be our autograph plate right here because we've already seen a plate. So this has got to be our autograph plate, I'm guessing. Carlos Hyde for the San Francisco 49ers. This plate is from Certified Cuts Football, and yeah, it is. And it is on card, guys. That's not even a sticker. No. Yeah, that was an on-card auto, I believe, for the 49ers. Well, on plate, to be specific. An on-plate autograph for the Niners. And then the Bills are going to come in and get a hit with Nathan Peterman. That one is numbered to 99. Two-color patch and sticker auto. That one, again, there's definitely some chipping down here in the lower right that I notice offhand. I mean, honestly, a lot of these are probably going to have a little bit of wear on the corners and the edges. Nothing terrible, but there's definitely little bits and pieces. Morton Anderson to 50 for the Saints. For some reason, I thought Morton Anderson played for the Colts, but, well, apparently he played for the Saints. Calvin Johnson to 75 for the Lions. A printing plate for Harrison Smith. Hey, that is my friend's cousin right there. Harrison Smith for the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, what is that plate from? Elite Football. Cowboys, Ryan Sweetser, rookie quad materials numbered to 50, I believe. Yes, 28 of 50. And once again, all four pieces of material pretty good. Bottom two, a little more exciting than the top two, but overall, nice hit for the boys. This is numbered to 10, and it is a Hall of Famer, class of 2001, Jack Youngblood. This is Canton calligraphy. A little bit of chipping I see right over here, kind of left in general L-shaped little bits of chipping over there. That is, of course, an on-card auto and a nice hit for the Rams fan with Jack Youngblood to 10. Now remember, we've still got a redemption to flip over. We still have a printing plate that we have to deal with because it has two different teams on it. It has the 49ers and the Cowboys on it. So we'll have a couple of housekeeping things to do here in a minute. This is Tyreek Hill to 50 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Next out is Carson Palmer to 99 for the Cardinals. Our printing plate is Jim Brown, Legends of the Shield. This is out of Panini Football. That, of course, is for the Cleveland Browns. The Raiders are getting on the board. This is Amari Cooper, numbered to 10. So once again, another nice low number memorabilia hit there. Seahawks are coming in with Doug Baldwin. And that is numbered to 10. Playmakers. That is on card. Nice hit for the Hawks with the Doug Baldwin. Okay, so let's flip this over. We'll go to the checklist on it too. And it is also going to be for the Browns. It is David Njoku. So let's take a look at our checklist for that. Because you know me, I'm a super nerd, and I always go to the checklist on this stuff. Even though we know he's a Brown, we're going to go verify that he's a Brown, and it'll tell us what it's numbered to as well, if it is in fact numbered, which we'll find out if it is or not. Did I just choose the wrong thing? No, I guess not. Card set was Rookie Patch Autograph. Right there. Card number 236, so it is going to be numbered right there. So it's going to be numbered to 99 for the Browns. And I'm going to write that on here. Give me a hot second. It's actually writing on the sleeve, of course, because it's, you know, in a sleeve. So, all right. So nice little hit there for the Browns. Now we got to buzz back over here the spreadsheet for a sec, because we have the one printing plate that has two teams on it, the Niners and the Cowboys. So our Niners are Guru 77 Guru, and our Dallas Cowboys is McPigskin 8. So since we have two different players on there, you know what that means. We have to go to random and deal with this. So the way I do that, guys, is I either go left to right or top to bottom. This particular card is oriented left to right, and the 49ers are on the left. So it'll go in 49ers and then Cowboys. And here's what happens. The first two times that I hit random don't count. It's only the third one that counts. So first two you can kind of ignore. Although honestly, I don't know why we do them multiple times anyway. The whole thing is that it's supposed to be completely random and computer generated, but I don't know. Somehow if I have less than 4 or 5 things, I do it 3 times. Some people do it 5 or 6, which, yeah, I think that's a little much. But anyway, I do it 3. So first one doesn't count, second doesn't count, third and final does. And there you'll see there's our 3 times our date and time stamp, and that card is going to the 49ers. So this is in a sleeve too, guys. I'm not going to be marking on your plate. I'm going to be marking on the sleeve, but I'm going to just put that on there so I know when I sort it that it's going to the Jerry Rice position. And see, again, not on the plate. All right, so let's recap what we have here. And I know some of you are taking off, so for those of you who are taking off, thank you once again. I always appreciate you being here, bidding with me, breaking with me, hanging out with me in chat. Even if you don't have teams, if you're not in the break, come by and hang out anyway. I like having the company, so I'm always happy to see you. All right, so our printing plates, this one that had 2 teams on it is headed off to the 49ers by way of random.org for the Jerry Rice spot. And we had Tyrod Taylor for the Bills, Patrick Peterson, Cardinals, Jordan Reed, Redskins, Doug Martin, Bucks, LaShawn McCoy, Bills, Quentin Spain, Titans, Ryan Sweetser, Cowboys, Tyreek Hill, Chiefs, Noah Brown, Cowboys, Harrison Smith, Vikings, Jim Brown for the Browns. And while I'm thinking of it, if there happens to be a team that didn't pull anything, like literally you did not pull a single card, not a base, not an insert, not an anything, I will still be sending you something. So you're still going to get something if you didn't pull a single card. Hopefully we don't have too many teams that did that, but you never know. So, all right, then we're next going to recap our materials hits here. And as I pointed out, a few of these do have a little bit of edge and corner wear, chipping, and various things. Not terrible. Most of them are in pretty good shape this year. I'd say in general they came out of the box better this year than they did last year in terms of that. But you know, the deal is because these have so many colors on them, when a card is white on the edges and the corners, you don't tend to notice as much, obviously, if there's some little dings and things right out of the box. But when a card is black or blue or yellow or, you know, any of these other colors that we're seeing, it can definitely highlight it when there are some little dents and dings and knocks on them. So, but as a whole, these look pretty good with a few little minor areas on them. And then our redemption, David Njoku, is going to be for the Browns. It will be to 99. Of course, instructions about how you redeem it are on the back. If you haven't ever had the pleasure of dealing with a Panini redemption before, the back of that will walk you through how to do it. And of course, we're opening more plates and patches. Monday night, we'll bust into a case. Then Thursday night, we'll bust into another case. And we'll still have more to come after that. It's one of two Kareem Hunts. Both the Kareem Hunts tonight were very nice. Really nice Matt Ryan to 15 for the Falcons. That's a super hit as well. Andre Reed for the Bills to 25. Very nice. We had a lot of nice stuff in here tonight. But that's the thing. Plates and patches is always nice stuff, right? Yeah, it is. We love it. We love it. We love it. And another Kareem Hunt, upper echelon. And that is all for me tonight, guys. I don't have anything else. That's all the stuff we have. So I'll just quickly, again, hit through the spreadsheet stuff really quickly, just in case somebody fast-forwarded to the end and you still want to see the quick little recap. Some spots of this have been sold. I haven't filled it in yet. If anybody is interested, please shoot me a message over on eBay. This is going to be a fun break. There is the potential to make a lot of money there. And the buy-in is pretty low at $6 a team. If you're not familiar with White Sparkle Prism basketball, check out some of the prices on eBay. You'll see what I'm talking about. And of course, as always, thanks to everybody. I appreciate you bidding and breaking and chatting with me. And that is just a quick note also to remind you that my feedback is 100% automated, so you're going to instantly get feedback when you leave feedback. Quick little run through of the things that are coming up in the days ahead. These are all already listed on eBay, available to bid anytime. And the order that you see them listed on this sheet is, generally speaking, the same order that we will break them in on that particular night. So we got lots of stuff coming up, both new and old, and memorabilia, and cards, and football, and basketball, and baseball, and you name it, we got it. And finally, our anticipated shipping date for what we broke tonight is Tuesday. And as always, that's plus or minus a day. So that is it, guys. I'm done for tonight. Thank you. Have a great rest of your night. And if I don't see you again tomorrow night, I hope I see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.